say that is we missed 6 layups, and that's 12 points, and that's 12 points that you can't get back, and they weren't really contested layups, and so that was disappointing. We really should have got to the halftime with, you know, somewhere around a probably 8 to 10 point lead.
Yeah.
And then you come out the second half, and they hit us with a little run, and we weren't able to really overcome it. Again, we're just doing some things, shooting ourselves in the foot. I think the thing that is bothering me the most is our low number of assists. We're just not sharing the ball like we were. We got to get back to that. I don't know what the problem is. I need to really watch the film a little bit closer. I don't think we have selfish kids, but they certainly look like they're missing open people, and we've got to address that. And you know, you can't have 7 assists and 14 turnovers. 14 is not horrible, but your assists need to be up around 16, 17.
Actually shot the ball slightly better in the second half from the floor, but it looked like to me the shots came much easier in the first 20 minutes. Did they adjust in the second half, something different?
I thought they got out on us a little bit more, and I thought we were tentative. The first half I thought we were really in attack mode, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to put pressure on them at the rim. Well, I thought the problem was we took some hard shots instead of kicking the ball out for easier shots. Then the second half, I thought we were moving the ball. It was just side to side. It was just there was nothing at the basket. And you know, we use term north-south is at the bucket, and east-west is side to side, and we were playing east-west. And then toward the end, we kind of got going again, and we got to the foul line a little bit more. But you know, we're just we're getting closer, but we're still a ways off.
So now you guys get a lengthy break before heading back on the court on January 2nd. Talk to me about the I guess the Christmas schedule here and what the plan is.
Well, we're letting the guys go home for a few days and get a chance to hang with family. I've always thought it's important to have our kids home for Christmas. You know, I've been in programs before where you got maybe a day or two, and I know a lot of times we would practice Christmas night. That'd be the night we came back, and I always thought it was probably the worst practice of the year. So we've tried to let our players spend time at home, and they're going to get an extended amount this year because of the APR. We had to cancel 3 games, so we're not playing quite as many games as everyone else. And we'll come back on the 29th. That'll give us 4 or 5 good practices before we get back to play Abilene.
And we've talked about it before. I do want to commend your guys for the academic work in the first semester, and certainly have helped themselves and the program out a ton by doing the job in the classroom. This is going to be a tough question to answer, but I'm going to ask anyway. Just kind of give me a contrast, if you would, from last year, your last game, how you felt going into conference play versus this year.
You know, I'm frustrated this year. Last year, I knew kind of what was going on, and when I say frustrated, I'm not frustrated there's a difference between frustration and exasperation. I'm not exasperated. I'm frustrated because I think we're better than our record. I actually told Dr. Teague before we started the first term here of the semester of basketball, the 10 games, I said, we may not have as good a record as we did last year, which was 0 for which we do by 1. But I said, I think our competition level is going to be a lot higher, and I think we're going to play better. And I think overall we did, but I thought we let a couple games get away from us. So that frustrates me a little bit, and I think our guys have to push through that barrier. They got to get to where if a team hits them with a 7-0 run, that you stop it, and then you come back with your 7-0 run. We haven't learned to do that yet. We're still a work in progress on that, but I believe that we're heading the right direction, and you know, we're only not even halfway through year 2, but we're progressing. It might be a little slower than what we'd all like, but nonetheless, I think we're moving forward.
Well, Coach, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Look forward to seeing you after the New Year, and enjoy your holiday with your family, and hopefully the conference season is what we think it might be, which is going to be certainly a lot more successful than last season.
Well, Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for all your work, Justin. I thank our fans, too, for tuning in and them hanging with us. There were a couple of them up here tonight, which I really, really appreciate, and we're looking forward to seeing them in the Ferris Center on January 2nd.
No doubt about it.